Pass back to May. He's in everything at the moment. See something he likes in board. It's a beautiful ball to Jordan. Opens up the attacking 50. Looks to the outer side. Petracca! Had his name all over it. And plucked the Sharon out of midair. Petracca already slammed one into the post from 20 out directly in front earlier on in the quarter. This time from 40. Leans back on it and enjoys it much more. Melbourne are flying at the G. They've kicked the first 4. Next, Nicky Dow. Hope he's all right to get back out there. Big contest Monday. Hard at the footy. Jaden Hunt streams onto the ball. Can Melbourne land the knockout blow through Jones? Underground hand pass. Petracca. Bouncing ball. Bouncing ball. Petracca for the Melbourne Footy Club.
3 Fremantle players around him. He had to get it to boot pretty quickly on his non-dominant.
It's a good handball by Nathan Jones.
So a play on advantage, and Salem has spotted Petracca by himself. He's got space. He'll play on, and will he make up for Max's miss? You bet he does.
Good pressure. Ultimately was a dud kick. Quick hands from Jones, set it up. And this is what Melbourne need to see. Just electric ball movement inside that forward 50. They've got the guns down there. Need to give them some supply.
And a long ball. Pickett lurks about the place. Then Jackson. Here's a chance. Petracca, first of the afternoon. The way of the D's.
We just see here, it's a nice position to put a dangerous kick deep in the forward line. I thought it was a good contest by Jackson. And then, as this Melbourne midfield have been able to do so far in the season, push forward, and particularly Petracca hit the scoreboard. And it's going to be something that the Geelong midfield are going to have to watch out, is how hard these Melbourne midfielders are pushing forward with kicking goals.
Nothing coming from the Demons bench in terms of signals there about time. So Hunt runs, plays on, gets the maximum journey, puts it into a really dangerous spot. Jackson can't get loose. Opportunity now at ground level. Fritsch again. He's kicked all of Melbourne's goals in this quarter. Gives it to Petracca round the corner. He's kicked the couple and the siren sounds.
Look out, Mitchell. I reckon he's gone. For goal number 100. Must convert here for Melbourne, this one, and he does. Petracca kicks his 100th goal in the big time.
Jackson now. High ball, McDonald at the back, and nicely done in the front there by Impey. Taken away by Petracca. Having said all of that, here he is. That's typical Petracca.
Always tops off a performance, doesn't it? I mean, he's been pretty good today, Petracca, but the Petracca-Martin type player, it's the goals that they kick. They're the ones that really top them off, that make a good game into a beauty, a very good game.
So he's an enormous aerobic athlete, Jackson as well. He looks to cover the ground superbly. Pickett, Petracca, goalward, and he's done it.
Have a look at this ball handling by this man and the ability to finish around the corner in big traffic there. He's gone next level, this guy, this year. He's adding goal kicking to his resume. He's always been able to kick goals, but he's doing it consistently now and winning the hard ball. How silky is that, Luke?
Good advantage too. Melksham can run through half forward to the goal square. Robbie Fox, the last man back. McDonald did really well. Can he pick it up? Flicked it back. Petracca won't miss from there.
This was really well done by McDonald. He just turned his body at the right time there. I thought it was going to be a front-on contact free kick to Robbie Fox. Just turned his body enough and then got back after it. So really well done, Tom McDonald. Melbourne just starting to get on top.
They have a 2-on-1 here, the D's. Jackson. Pickett is charging ahead, but he preferred Hibbert, who gets a couple of offerings at centre-half forward. Gawn gets worked out of it. Murray tackled him without the footy.
That's the pace on the ball, though, we're talking about. There, get the ball.
He's had 22 disposals today, 7 score involvements, 9 inside 50s, but now he's happy to take the responsibility
to take the shot that Melbourne need. Yet to kick a goal in this quarter. And Christian Petracca is the man to change all of that.
And then thumps it straight to Oliver. So intercepting pretty well already here, Melbourne. Back inside 50 they go. McDonald hand to it. Couldn't hang on. McRae taken in a tackle. Good pressure on Liberatore. And now Petracca off a step. And I reckon the Demons have got their second. They have.
It started with the big intercept mark from Clayton Oliver. Worked really hard back, made an early decision to get back and defend, and then got the ball in forward. Then it was just about rolling the sleeves up and applying pressure on the Dogs. Just an opportunistic goal and a classy finish for Christian Petracca.
Star with the Hawks and came up to Brisbane to do a very specific job, and he's done it. And there's a holding free on Christian Petracca. So Petracca will kick from just outside 50, maybe right on the paint line. He does. He's an explosive athlete, this boy, and that's easily home.
Oliver, so good. Stood up in the tackle, then Adams, the crunch with McCluggage. Petracca, beautifully off the back, and a neat kick as well.
Well, the two balls for the respective teams, Zorko and then Petracca. That is just classic front and square footy. Got to the front, hit it with speed, and then most importantly, as I said earlier, this is why he's elevating himself to be one of the very best, because he's doing this better than he ever has.
Yep.
That's a great goal.
Great job. The various governments and AFL have done, setting them up around the country. Gawn on to May. May effortlessly goes inside. Petracca out the back, can run and finish this. Got the banana working, did it well.
When you've been flat as a team, you need to just your leaders and your star players to stand up. And Max Gawn, a big intercept mark, giving it off to Stephen May, and then Petracca, who just worked his way to the back of that contest, and an incredible finish from a tight angle.
Pickett put it where he wanted Pickett to run. Pickett, the look away to Langdon. Hine chases hard for the kick. Finds the chest of McDonald.
Max Gawn running down the middle.
He's ignored. Petracca might see him.
She was on then, big Maxi.
So Christian Petracca, 14-9 coming into tonight. Monumental season, averaging 28 touches a match. His first score of the night, and it is superb.
Dad Todd was a outstanding player, the Melbourne Footy Club, former captain, captain for 50 games as well. Bailey Fritz has got space. Well played again. Just been able to pick through the defence of Essendon in this quarter with some short targets, and a little frustration there on the face of Darcy Parish.
Had a good third quarter.
Had an outstanding year. Signed a 7-year deal earlier in the season. Christian Petracca become one of the stars of the competition. What's he done with this one? He's just steered it home. He's got a couple.
Chance for Marshall. May's caught behind. Big fierce ball back into the centre square. Off a few hands. Hibbert. Little give on the up to Brayshaw. Got the running Jackson. Short ball is on. Now McDonald over the top. Petracca looking for it. Never took his eyes off it. Alir chases. Petracca finishes.
We just see here this fist that goes 30-40 metres back into the corridor. Then this quick roll-on play here is where the goal comes from. McDonald just being able to roll, kick into the space. Petracca finds it and finishes. But that decision to go quickly and roll, knowing that you're going to have a forward running back to goal.
Stand.
Low sort of a ball. Brown went without it. Petracca, pick up was superb. On the right, dive from Amon. I think he's kicked a goal.
Well, alarm bells are ringing if you're Port Adelaide. Melbourne are just getting the game on their terms. You can see behind the ball, all the spares they got behind the ball. Port are just bombing the ball back to Lever and May and Hibbert, and they're just returning serve back the other way. So it's just a matter of time before the damn wall breaks, and this time it's Petracca, the one at ground level, who's dominant when he goes forward from the midfield.
Fritsch gets through him. Spargo. That's great vision. Beautiful ball for Langdon. Petracca charging back. Jordan, here he is. And that might just be the game.
One thing Melbourne do really well with their long down the line balls when they're kicking it in is they get this contest, and then the forwards just really blitz hard forward. You can see Hunt out the back, and then they all run forward hard. Petracca runs forward, Jackson runs hard forward, and eventually they look to outnumber the opposition inside their forward 50. You can see at ground level there, they're like a +2. Nice easy little handball over the back. So they've got their game up and running both defensively and offensively today, Melbourne.
Now it's getting heavier and heavier. Side 50 here, English. Petracca just gets rid of Smith around the corner. And that is just magnificent work from Petracca.
Let's have a look at this here again. Look at the class. I mean, in a lot of traffic in wet conditions. To be able to do that, he's got everything, hasn't he, Petracca?
And you mentioned Oliver, 11 touches inside 13 minutes of footy, Richo, in these conditions.
Yeah, a quarter of Melbourne's disposals.
Yeah. Let's see if they can get some good ball movement, the D's, and really open the Suns up.
Gone to Hunt, to Salem, to Hunt. Like the look of this build-up. Handballs over the top. Neil Bullen, Pickett asked for it. He was ignored. And it's going to be a free kick. Downfield, it'll go to Petracca.
So get a good look at Christian Petracca here. Kicked his last one out in the full.
So you tell us, one of the greatest, or probably the greatest, you told me, of all time. Tell me what he does wrong. If this is how slow he moves into no momentum into the kick. Come on, talk us through it.
I'm watching.
All right, I get switchy.
So Petracca to become the 9th individual goal kicker. He knew that Jason's eyes were glued on him, and he said, take that, that's perfection.
Seen them paid, Richo.
Yeah.
Picked up by Neil Bullen. Now, Petracca off a step, so dangerous. Gets a magnificent piece of that.
Well, I think Max Gawn would like this matchup of Vardy, won't he? If they can get that when Nick Nat's off the ground.
See Yo, though, there, standing next to Petracca when that ball was thrown in, and just absolutely no interest in paying any attention to Petracca. I don't think you'd be wanting to see that if you're Adam Simpson.
Got a nice piece of it.
Just got sucked into the contest, Yo.
Ball. So Pickett does get his kick, and he puts it to the top of the square. Fritsch just gets knocked out. He'll get a free kick, and it's a goal to Petracca.
But the Cozzy Pickett one, I think, is, you know, maybe it's something they save for the finals. There's the free kick. Unfortunately, he doesn't get a credit for that. But Cozzy Pickett, a bit like a junior Rioli, a junior Cyril Rioli, who I think Fargo had no problems putting him into the square occasionally, just going forward.
Cut him down, Sloan, Murray, Seedsman, Langdon. Little battle between the two. Langdon did well. Brilliant. Pick up, kick, Brown's direction. Petracca, the ball! Kicks one against the grain.
That's a 50-50. That's 2-on-1. And yet Langdon prevailed. Gets it to the top of the 50, into a dangerous spot. Petracca does the rest.
Yeah, well, it's a great matchup against Seedsman. Seedsman's on 25, and Langdon saying, well, I'm going to get you by the end of the day.
Yeah. I'm tracking you.
It felt like they needed something from that 4-0 forward. Big Max. Just super consistent, and he caressed that nicely to Petracca. He will like his chances from here. How exciting for Melbourne. This man committed to be a demon for life midway through this season. Signed a 7-year deal. He's their present, he's their future. And this might deliver him into a prelim final. Petracca!
McDonald. Now a chance, Petracca, back-to-back goals. Quick as a flash. And they're all smiles.
It's just a relentless game they're playing at the moment, Melbourne. It's a pretty complete game. They're just at you the whole time. And eventually they break you down, and Petracca's cashing in late with a couple of goals. He's had another outstanding night.
He's the one that gets through that long contest. So when Melbourne kick that ball long down the line, Petracca always ends up in front of that long contest.
You're robbing Peter to pay Paul, aren't you? But James Jordan will be getting ready to come on the medical sub. Radagalia's got a problem because Petracca's stripped him of the football. He goes towards goal. The Demons have got 4, and they are on a roll.
Their 4 goals all coming from stoppages, and you said it, Haim, it's been built off the back of pressure. It has been enormous. A couple of times in this quarter, it looks like the Cats have been out, but it's just been relentless from Melbourne, one after another, and that's another great example of it, finished off by that powerful unit, Petracca.
It's him getting through the stoppage again, isn't it? That's the one who was off Dangerfield that time.
Brown again comes at the footy, couldn't hang on. Great forward heat from Pickett. Treloar flicked the handball just into the path of Dunkley. Rivers went and got it. Salem a little one. Petracca within range off a step. Christian goes, bang! First to the grand final, D's.
Love this from Trent Rivers. It takes courage to come forward onto a loose bobbling ball there in the middle of the ground. If he fumbles that, it's out the back, and his opponent gets involved. But good courage and composure from the youngster, and what a finish from Christian Petracca.
Just a little bit of Dusty Martin about it, wasn't there? That whick around the corner.
The people from Melbourne that you want. Oliver's already had 6 touches, and Petracca's had 3 and kicked the goal.
Can they find another one here, Melbourne? They've kicked the last 4 of this game. Long ball, Pickett at the back. Petracca! Oh, wow. How good is that? Christian Petracca, no way. They looked really wobbly at the 7-minute mark of this term, Melbourne.
We spoke that Melbourne are the best third-quarter team in the AFL, and a lot of it's to do with the midfield. And this man has been sensational today. Just the composure there, just to sum it up, dribble on the outside, realised there was no doggies player near him. And then once again, BT, you said about the crowd, he's turned around and got him going again.
He's kicked the Dusty goal early, he's kicked the Dacos goal late, and if you cross Dusty and Dates, you get Petracca.
Decent player.
Yeah, absolutely.